coming out tonight. It's 9:30. So we're going to start right away. We're going to start in just about 4 minutes, okay? So, anyway, some of you have been coming here for 2 decades. And thank you very much for those of you that have been coming here since 1996. Hideout's 22 years old this year, and it's been a great year. It's great. All right, so I used to introduce every band. Any of you guys remember 1996, 97, 98? You remember that? You're just pretending like you're not that old. Okay, that's cool. Anyway, when we started the Hideout, I had a pair of congas. And I would play congas to every single band that opened up. And I think it was Robbie Folks who told me around 1998, congas aren't really working with my country thing, you know? I love the polyrhythmic, you know, beats, but it's just not working with my bluegrass, you know? And I was like, the Allman Brothers had fucking congas. He's like, okay, but okay. Anyway, but after that, through crowdsourcing back in the 90s, people told me, actually, you need to let that shit go, you know? So I quit with the congas, but I used to do long 20-minute introductions, and then I always told the band, I said to the band, and then while I'm playing the congas, you like start getting into the music, right? And the Hoyle brothers went along with it, a bunch of people did, but anyway, I quit doing it, and then in the last couple of years, I actually quit introducing bands, because what else could I say after doing 2-hour introductions for a 30-minute punk band? It's like, maybe I need to stop. But tonight, I am going to talk I'm going to start. All right. So, back. I'm going to take you back. All right. Back when I was in 8th grade going to Springman Junior High School in Glenview. All right? All right, I know you don't admit it now. You're all from Wicker Park and Logan Square now. Okay? You know where we grew up. All right. So, before I did White Flight from the suburbs, okay, to Chicago, so I snuck into Glenbrook South High School to the dance there, all right? And they had a dance in the gym, and I was an 8th grader, and I danced my ass off. I used to kill it on the dance floor, man. And I knocked out the Ohio Players, Spire, and then they had the final song of the night. It was Bachman Turner Overdrive, Taking Care of Business. I killed that motherfucker. I was at Lori Nugent, a sophomore. Nobody knew I was an 8th grader, and I won the Glenbrook South dance contest, all right? And so at the end, they were like, we are now going to award the prizes for the best dancers. And when I won, I came up and they were like, and do you have a student ID? And I'm like, no, my name is Tom Tuten, who was my brother, who was a sophomore. And they're like, Tom Tuten wins Bachman Turner Overdrive, not fragile! You know? Remember that one? Taking Care of Business and all. All right. So I got the album, and then I jumped off the stage, rocking, and my brother came up to me, and he goes, you fucked up, man. You totally fucked up. You need to go to the 2nd place winner, and you need to beg him for Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. And I was like, who are they? You know? And the year was 1974. I'm 57 years old. So I'm like, what? Did you buy? What is this album? He goes, dude, honestly, seriously, go up to that other dude, 2nd place guy. Tell him you want Crosby, Stills. Tell him you want his album. Just give him Not Fragile. And I was like, fucking BTO rocks, man. This is the shit. All right. Little did I know that Randy Bachman and Neil Young knew each other back in Canada. But anyway, so I was like, okay, I'm an 8th grader. I don't want to get outed. I'll do what my big brother says. And I went up to the guy, and I'm like, dude, hey, man, hey, you were an awesome dancer, man. You're super awesome, man. You deserve BTO, man. And if you want, I'll take, you know, that album you got, Tejava. And he was like, what the fuck? Are you a freshman? And I was like, yeah, I'm a freshman. He's like, fuck, all right, dude. And he gave me this album. Okay, he's like, you guys are so stupid. You don't know what you got. All right, here you go, man. and he gave me this album, and I took it home, and I did what we did in the 70s. I put it on the record player, and I like listened to every single song, and I heard Country Girl, and I heard all these songs, and this one guy, Neil Young, it totally affected me. And I was like, who's the one guy? Crosby, Stills, Nash, the last guy, Young. And my sister was like, he's pretty good, actually. My best friend has his album. It's really good. And so I'm like, can you get that album? And she was like, yeah, if you're cool for a week, I'll see if I can borrow it. And so, you know, it was this. And I borrowed this album. And this is a newer version of it because I ended up not buying this album because when I went to the record store and I said, can I get that new album by Neil Young? It's called Harvest. And this was 1975. And I was 14. And the guy goes, dude, this is bullshit. What are you listening to James Taylor, fucking Sweet Baby James? Are you fucking kidding? Do not buy this record. This is shit. You need the new record. You need to listen to what Neil is doing now. And he said, this album. This is the fucking real deal, Neil. You need to get this. This will blow your little freshman in high school fucking mind, you know? And I was like, I'm an 8th grader, but this is so great. I'm being identified as an older person. And so I bought this album. Tonight's the night. Yeah. And here I was, the president of student council at Springwood Junior High. And here I was, the captain of the football team. That's right, guys. I was a fucking guard and tackle and played both ways in junior football. Okay. Yeah, and I was in the marching band too, all right? I stayed in there for a while. We went to the Orange Bowl, all right, when I was at Glenbrook South. I was in the marching band, and I was a trombone player, and a student council member, and an athlete. And I started listening to this. They shot 4 guys and a cocaine dealer, right? Please take my advice. Open up the tired eyes. And I was like walking around and I was thinking differently then. And I'm a freshman in high school and people are like, aren't you going to run for student council? And I'm like, why? They're all under the control of fascists. They're just a bunch of preppy dudes. Jocks, right? And the burnouts were just like, your hair is way too short to ever be accepted by us, man. You are so a football jock, president of student council. You will never be accepted. And everybody was saying, dude, what are you listening to? And I said what we said in those days. I said, I'm listening to Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Brain Salad Surgery. I'm listening to Aerosmith, Dream On. It's fucking awesome. The Toys in the Attic is great. I'm listening to Jethro Tull. That's really good, Aqualung. And I know that Pink Floyd has this album, you know, Wish You Were Here is coming out. And I was like, I listen to English, like, rock, man. It's awesome. Led Zeppelin is cool. But, you know, and I do listen to Foghat once in a while, but I wouldn't admit it, man. Because this was something too dark and too deep. Burnouts wouldn't accept me. The jocks wouldn't accept me. And so, you know what happened. This is my life. And it was, time fades away. Son, don't get home too late. Yes, Dad. All right. Everybody knows this is nowhere. Glenview. All right. I'm going through a journey through the past right now as we speak. All right. Yeah. I know. I'm gonna cry. I'm the loner. Then this came out, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just standing on the edge of a feather, expecting to fly. And this came out later when I was a junior, and it was like awesome and great, and you know this, and then Reactor, and it just kept happening. But after my sophomore year, when everybody didn't understand me, and I was a teenager, a misunderstood youth, this came out. Yeah! And I finally had the words to express what I was thinking.